We are going to have ourselves a self-care reset, refresh day.
Truly.
Cheers. I've read so much this month. It's not like any other magic system I've come across in fantasy reading. It is now dinner time and I am craving a green Thai curry. The world needs your joy, now more than ever. Good morning, friends. We are going to have ourselves a self-care reset, refresh day. I cannot stress how important these sorts of days are. It can be an hour, it can be an evening, or ideally it could be an entire day. But no matter who you are or what your life looks like, you deserve at least one day, at least one evening to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself, we all know, is like the best thing you can do for everyone else. Like, it's the best way you can ensure you're able to show up and do your best for work, do your best for your family, do your best for your friends. You gotta fill your cup before you fill others. This is a lesson that I am continually learning, and I've found that I'm able to better enjoy these sorts of days now. Like, I intentionally schedule them into my calendar, and the more I've done this, the more I've practiced, the more it feels good. So today I'm gonna do some tidying and cleaning. That feels good to me. I'm going to prepare for the week ahead. I'm going to eat well, eat heartwarming meals, and I have some errands that I've been putting off that I might do. But it's not all to-dos and chores. I also want to read. I want to have a bubble bath if time allows. Maybe get outside. I have so many things I want to do. But the number one priority is just taking care of me. And my hope in making this video is that it rallies you up, because you are more than worthy of your own time, and I want you to make some time for yourself. So what do you say? Go ahead and make yourselves a heartwarming cup of tea, grab your coziest of comfy blankets, and let's get to it. Ah! Oh no! Why am I this way? Yes, this is a representation of last week for me. So it's only gonna go up from here. Wouldn't you agree, Monsieur Roux? Only up from here? Yes, I think so. All right, well, I guess to begin, I'll start by cleaning the living room floor. This is a sloth, Monsieur Roux's most treasured of toys. It was not in the splash zone.
Wind blows west and quickly, whisper in the blue, and people pace and worry, but I'm just here with you.
Landon got a haircut this morning, and I was just admiring his haircut. Okay, well, first off, look at this wonderful haircut. And
Watch your head, this is Larry.
this fresh shave. And then I couldn't help but notice.
Oh my gosh.
What is that?
That's a bird poop. I rode my bike to get my haircut, and I made breakfast and everything. And then Mo goes, "What's on your shoulder?"
I've heard that it's exceptionally good luck when a bird poops on your shoulder.
I'll take it.
Just on you in general. It doesn't
You want
have
to
to be your
help
shoulder.
clean it off of me?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's your lucky day, Leia. We had a spilled coffee. Now we have bird poop.
Yeah, if you could, let's see.
This is the tutorial that you didn't know you needed, everyone.
So first, flick it off.
Into our kitchen sink.
Where else do I do it? I'll spray it with bleach.
The sink, not the jacket. Why is bird poop like? I mean, it's.
I don't think you really want to show this in super detail.
Okay.
You're like really getting in there.
am.
Like some people are gonna be like really grossed out by this, and I am kind of one of them. I would be like, oh no.
Oh, this is the content that everyone wants, right? Oh. All right, the floor has been cleaned, Landon's jacket is cleaned, and I am going to get to it. And the first thing I'm going to do is sprinkle this carpet freshener on all the carpets in our house. It needs to sit for, I'm not sure how long, probably at least 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a vacuum. But I basically want to vacuum and sweep and wipe down all the surfaces in my house and then just organize anything that's become cluttered. It won't take too long, but it's just like a general tidy that always feels good.
The frost could touch the rooftops, but it'll never touch my heart. 'Cause the warmth that you and I've got is more than just a spark. Time is always moving.
I've started a load of laundry. The carpet deodorizer is setting into the carpets, and now I'm going to tidy the kitchen. It's not too bad, but we have some dishes that need to be put away. And also, I have these fruit baskets right here. And we have a bunch of fruit in these nets. And something I like to do is cut up the nets, empty the fruit from the nets, and then cut them up into tiny pieces. I do this for the sea turtles and other aquatic life. I have no idea if it makes a difference, but I just imagine this going into the ocean and trapping fish and turtles. Anyways, I'm going to empty the fruit and veggies from the bags and put them in the baskets, and something about the sight of a filled fruit and veg basket makes me feel so good.
The sun's been taking turns.
So many bags.
Between hiding and going down. And this town is feeling restless. But I don't have a doubt. The sun will come.
Ta-da! I should have shown a before, but this looks so much better to me, and now I can see all the fruits and veggies that we have, so I'm more likely to use them and to eat them before they go bad. This is so satisfying.
Oh. This is him doing domestic labor.
So everyone can swoon and think that you do it all the time and you're the best ever.
You can keep the audio in for that. I give you permission. This is my once annual cleaning of the kitchen sink.
This is a very rare sighting.
But when I do it well.
Yes, that's true.
Undoubtedly. We get all the crevices. Mm-hmm. Oh.
whole rest of the house has been tidied. I just have one more room that I need to do, and I'm super not looking forward to it, but it's the bathroom. Least favorite chore. The whole house is clean and it feels so good. That took me 2.5 hours and I worked up a big appetite. So I'm going to have a snack. I also want to open the windows and let in some of this sunshine, fresh air. It's so nice outside. It is really, really cold though. So I'm gonna turn off the heat. You hear that, Lan?
What's that?
I'm turning off the heat before I open the windows.
Good.
Yeah, just want some fresh air in here. That always feels like the cherry on top of a clean, whoops, clean home. I'm all bundled up. It is so cold outside. Landon and I have popped out to run a couple of fun errands. If you watch Vlogmas, you might remember that one date night, Landon and I did a ceramics class where we, I don't know, made pottery on the wheel, and it was so hard, but our pieces are ready to be picked up and I have no idea what it looks like.
I'm so excited.
I feel very hopeful. We don't even know if they made it, but like made it through the kiln.
Yeah,
see.
true.
It's gonna be a total surprise. And then after that, I have a bag of giveaway things that I gathered after Christmas when I was putting away Christmassy things. And we're gonna go drop that off. Hi. Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, this is Turns out I made a small child's tea set.
Everything shrunk so much.
I'm really shocked. I thought I made this big enough to hold an AeroPress, which is like about that big in diameter.
It seemed so much bigger in the class, and she did say that they shrink significantly during the kiln process, the burning, firing process.
Firing 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. And as a pair, they're a cute little pair.
I really love it. And I use small plates all the time, so I'm particularly excited about this.
Yeah. And yours, oh yeah.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
see this.
I don't like it.
Show the shape.
It's so ridiculously thick and it's so wonky and lopsided. It's not quite a cup, but it's also not a vase. So I think this is the most ridiculous thing.
It's like
I don't like it.
it's pretty disappointing, especially when you put it next to mine. It's like, oh man. Nice. You better include it.
Do I have to?
Uh-huh. You have such nice light. Oh, where is the light coming from? It's right there. That plane has good light on it, but back here you look like I look like cold and dead.
It's okay.
Okay, well, there we go.
You guys, look at my teapot.
And our little tiny
Tumblers.
tumblers.
This actually does feel nice in my hands.
It looks like it would, truly.
Cheers.
Cheers. And it has like a nice spot for your lips. Guys, I just ate microwavable sushi from Trader Joe's. Mo's not a fan. Very nice.
That's good.
I think I'll come around to using this little guy.
I like wrapping my hands around it. The only issue is that it's like 3 sips of tea.
It really is. This is a pretty... Like, this might be an appropriate amount of coffee for me.
Like an espresso.
Oh.
We don't have an espresso machine. This was a birthday gift from my aunt, and it is from, I believe, the 1950s. And it was made by Hall, Hall, in the United States. And it's absolutely adorable. And my favorite bit about it is that the golden daisies reflect light if hit with sunlight. And then there are flowers on the table.
No way.
Yeah, I just noticed
That's
in there.
fun.
Yeah. I've just woken up from a really nice nap and snuggle with Monsieur Rue. I woke up at 5:15 this morning, so I was exhausted and needed a nap after tidying and running errands. But now I'm going to spend some time journaling. I'm doing a daily journaling prompt activity or challenge on my Patreon, where for the entire month of January, we've been responding to journaling prompts, and I haven't done mine yet today, so I have a fresh bottle of water, and I'm very thirsty. I always wake up from naps really thirsty, but I have my water, I have my glasses, I have a cozy blanket, and a very comfy couch, and I'm going to just sit here and do a bit of journaling. I have my laptop because this is an online activity, so normally I journal in a physical journal, and I still have been doing that every single day, but because it's convenient, I'm just gonna go straight to the laptop. It is now dinner time, and I am craving a green Thai curry, but we don't have any coconut cream. But we do have a hodgepodge of ingredients that could work in the coconut cream's place. So this is what I've gathered. This is a wild experiment. I've never made this before, so we'll see how it goes. For the soup base, I have 2 tubs of yogurt. I feel like these are nice and thick and creamy and could be a good replacement for the coconut cream. I also have coconut oil, so that'll provide hopefully some flavor. What I'm going to do is heat up some oil and roast some cashews with a purple onion, red onion, and garlic. I guess I'll also saute some tomatoes. I have a carrot and a poblano pepper, and then 2 cabbage mixes. Again, for flavor, I'm going to add about, a teaspoon or 2 of this Thai green curry paste and some ginger. I also have better than bouillon for like a brothy base. So I don't know if any of that made sense, but I'll just show you what I mean. I also need water, and I'll be breaking off pieces of tofu into the soup. All right. That's about a tablespoon of coconut oil. The veggies look perfectly sauteed. I'm going to add in some tomatoes, just a couple. No, that's not a couple. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Add the basil. Oh, I need to add the tofu. I'm working with extra firm, high protein tofu, and I'm just gonna break it off into pieces into the pot. Two teaspoons better bouillon, 2 teaspoons Thai green curry, and then 1 teaspoon ginger. Again, I'm just making this up. Hopefully this is the right ratio. My sous chef is here assisting me as always. Mix in all those flavors. Yummy yum. All right, the flavors have had enough time to set. It's been about 2 to 3 minutes. Now I'm going to add the yogurt, and I think I'm going for 2 cups yogurt. This is what it looks like with the yogurt. Not the most appetizing. Now I'm adding 2 cups of water. This looks horrible. It's okay though, we're not finished yet. Some lemon. Okay, everything's cooked through. It's time to do some flavor testing to see if I need to add any last minute ingredients. When I was a kid, in like The Little Mermaid or TV shows, just a lot of cartoons frequently, there's a chef, and the chef always tastes whatever they're making, and it always looked so good to me as a kid. So here's my reenactment of the chef taste test. Mmm. Ooh, it's good. It has a kick from that curry paste. I think it's good. I don't think it tastes anything like Thai green curry, but it's good. Here we have the finished product. I added a crack of black pepper on top and a swirl of balsamic vinegar, the sweet kind, a glaze, because I like a little sweetness in my curries. We shall see. I wish I had some leaves of basil to put on top. That would be perfect. Sneak attack.
Jeez.
Okay.
It looks delicious. Oh man. And it smells delicious. It sounds kind of wild.
It does.
But it tastes really good.
I was just sitting here checking the time. It's 6:45 and Landon joked, "Are you trying to figure out if you can go to bed yet?" I've been trying to go to bed really early because I've been waking up really early. I am currently trying to figure out, I turned the camera because I don't want to bore you, Landon. Oh, yeah. That's classic. Landon is bored with the conversation and has moved on to other better things.
Like the flashlight in my pocket.
Like the flashlight in your pocket.
Living with Land. No, okay, sorry.
No, this isn't interesting for you. I'm surprised
Yeah.
it's interesting for them. So I'm gonna.
The real ones.
I'll leave the room.
I'll clean up.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you for dinner.
You're welcome. I've moved into the bedroom while Landon cleans the kitchen because it's quieter back here. But I was saying, I have a passion for morning routines, and I get so much satisfaction out of trying to make the best, or like find a morning routine that feels good, like has me feeling prepared for the day and also taken care of. So recently I had the brain blast, I think it was last year actually, that the key to a good morning routine is a good evening routine. You have to go to bed early enough and get enough sleep to be able to wake up early and feel good. So my focus for a while now has been on my evening routine, and this winter I have fallen in love with bubble baths. That came out weird. Bubble baths. Bubble baths. They feel luxurious and they're just so soothing. I love making them extra bubbly. I have some Epsom salt that I add to the bath, and sometimes I put some oil in there. It is like the best thing. But the key to the bubble bath is a book. I usually soak for 20 to 30 minutes and I read for the first part of that. And I've read so much this month. How many books? 5 books actually. And I thought that I would update you guys on these books. So I'm getting out my phone because I've tracked them all on Goodreads. I've read We All Want Impossible Things, which I've talked about a lot on this channel this year. I started reading it at the very end of 2024 and then finished it in 2025. Then I read the Shepherd King series duology. It's One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig, and I loved it. I've also already spoken briefly about these books, but it's a really fun fantasy read. There's magic associated with a deck of cards, and these cards are sought after because whoever possesses the card can use the magic of said card, and it's really interesting. It's not like any other magic system I've come across in fantasy reading, and also has a really strong female protagonist, which I love, and is one of those reads that kind of makes you more comfortable with the darker aspects of yourself. Like our protagonist has some really dark sides to her, and it's okay. She's still lovable, all of her. Okay, and then my favorite book that I've read this month is The Keeper of Stories by Sally Page. The book centers around a cleaner named Janice, and you get little windows into not only her life, but the life of the people that she cleans for. And she is in a bad marriage and feels rather lost and alone in the world. But throughout various events and the unfolding of the story, she finds that she actually has really good friends and a lot of strength inside her that she didn't know she had. She compares herself at the end of the book to a lioness, and it's just sweet. The underlying theme of this book is that everyone has a story, and your story matters, and should you decide, it's absolutely worth sharing. Your life experiences are important, and you're not alone in what you're going through. So often, the parts of our lives that feel the loneliest, the most isolating, are actually really commonly shared with others. And then I've just finished I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman, and this was recommended to me by a friend, and it's not something that I would have ever read on my own, and I did not enjoy it. It was a really difficult read. It's so bleak and depressing and heartbreaking. It's also very, very interesting. It's one of those philosophical books, if you will. it begs the question, what is humanity when stripped from comforts, love, freedom, like your own will? Yeah, what's left when you don't have any of those things? So naturally, any book centered around that sort of thing will be difficult to read. So I don't know if I'm glad that I read it, but I did, and I see the value in it. I rated it 3 stars. I think I tend to rate higher on the scale than maybe I should. And now, my current read is A Psalm for the Wild Built, and Landon's also reading this. He was gifted it for his birthday by his good friend MJ, and I started it yesterday. I am 32 pages in, and I'm so surprised by how cozy this book is. It's sci-fi. I'm pretty sure that's the genre it falls into. I've never found sci-fi particularly comforting, but the first 30 pages of this are so cozy feeling. I'm surprised by how much I'm enjoying the start to this, and I'm looking forward to reading it in the bath tonight. The bath is ready. We're sitting at a 101.8, which is perfect. Time to set up the lights. Just tap, tap. I like to put one right here. It's my reading light. And then one in the corner. Oh, you guys, this is perfect. This is like the biggest treat for me. Well, I'm out of the bath. I did my evening skincare routine, which I filmed recently in an evening routine video back in November. And nothing has changed since then. So if you're curious about my skincare, it's there. And in the bath, I got to page 45 of A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers, and I'm continuing to just find it so comforting and oddly relatable. And my plan now is to just lay here and read until I fall asleep. And it is 8:34 p.m., which is incredible. That is my goal time. It's my goal to get into bed at 8:30 and my goal to be asleep around 9 p.m. so that I get a full 8 hours of sleep and still wake up at 5 a.m. And I've been doing this for 3 weeks now, and it's working. So I don't know how maintainable it is in the long run, but at the moment it brings me a lot of joy, and I hope to continue. Before signing off, I wanted to share some tips for sleeping, going to bed early. I become kind of paranoid about not getting enough sleep, and so I find myself waking up multiple times throughout the night or not being able to fall asleep to begin with. And I like to use essential oils. I'll roll some like lavender, or I really like eucalyptus. A key going to bed scent that triggers my brain to know that it's time to rest. I like to roll that under my nose and on my pulse points. I also recently started sleeping with this weighted pillow on my stomach. I sometimes get a really gurgly stomach, and this is meant to be for your shoulders, but it's the perfect comforting weight to rest on my tummy. I also use an eye mask, and more recently I've started listening to white noise on my phone. And if you try and listen to white noise like on Spotify or Apple Music and it's a playlist, it'll play for 2 minutes and then switch to the next white noise, and there's this gap in between and a shift in the volume, and that wakes me up. So I've discovered that there are white noise podcasts, and I have a favorite. I'll pop it up on the screen right here. And they're like 8 to 12 hours long, and they're perfect. So I usually put it to 4 hours left in the podcast and just fall asleep to that, and it helps with background noise if Landon is still up and out and about. Yeah, so those are my little tips for how to get a good night's sleep when you're trying to go to bed early. And obviously this only works if you are not a parent of young children or have other noise-making people around the house. If that is your life situation, kudos to you. I hope that you are able to find good sleep because you deserve it. And like I said at the beginning of this video, we all deserve self-care. We all deserve time for ourselves to reset, refresh, do what we need to do to feel calm and prepared for our days ahead. And today was definitely that for me anyways. If you take nothing else from this video, the most important thing that I want you to know, that I want myself to feel, is that you are more than worthy of your own time, and you should not feel guilty or shameful for spending time on yourself. And also, time for yourself doesn't have to be entirely productive, doesn't have to be chores and to-dos. Like, there's room for fun in there too. There has to be room for fun in there. The world needs your joy now more than ever. There is enough stress, heartbreak, hardship. There's too much of it in the world. The best thing you can do is feel joy. Okay, friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending this day with me. As I always say, your time and your attention are gifts, and I do not take them lightly. I appreciate you. I love you, and I will see you again soon.